Welcome to our channel. Today, we're revealing the rarest and most valuable $quarter-dollar coins that have shocked collectors and fetched incredible prices. Watch till the end, you won't believe how much some of these coins are worth, mind-blowing amounts. What makes a coin truly valuable? Is it the metal it's made of? The precision of its design? Or could it be something more, a moment in time captured in copper and nickel, a symbol of change, and a tribute to stories that needed to be told? For collectors and history lovers, the 2022 USA $quarter isn't just pocket change. It's a conversation starter. It's a chapter in American history. It's an heirloom waiting to be discovered. Let's take a step back and reflect on the power of everyday currency. For generations, coins have carried the faces of presidents, monuments, and mottos, quietly reinforcing the nation's identity. But in 2022, that changed. For the first time, we saw American women, true pioneers and visionaries, honored on the very coinage that circulates through our lives. And the first woman chosen to be honored? Dr. Sally Ride, astronaut, educator, trailblazer. Dr. Ride's presence on the 2022 quarter marked not just a celebration of her achievements, but a shift in how we remember our heroes. The coin captures her legacy with remarkable grace. She's shown peering thoughtfully out of a spacecraft window, a small design element, yes, but one with deep emotional weight. That pose, inspired by her own words, invites us to pause and reflect. It humanizes space travel. It honors the sense of awe and wonder that comes with seeing our planet from above, and this is the power of great coin design. It doesn't just represent history, it evokes it. With every curve of the engraving, every word inscribed, the 2022 quarter draws us into a richer narrative. It speaks to those who've been overlooked. It acknowledges the quiet giants whose contributions shaped the modern world but rarely made it into the spotlight. At the same time, this coin revived another legacy, the work of sculptor Laura Garden Fraser. Her portrait of George Washington, finally used after being sidelined for nearly a century, represents a beautiful full-circle moment. Her vision, once considered and dismissed, now forms the foundation of this new series. To have both Sally Ride and Laura Fraser united on the same coin is more than symbolic, it's poetic. From a collector's point of view, this quarter is already historic. Not just because of who it features, but because of how it was made. Minted across 3 facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each version carries its own value, its own nuances. The P and D mint marks are found in everyday circulation. But the proof coins from San Francisco, stamped with an S, are something else entirely. These aren't coins meant for pockets. They're struck multiple times using specially polished dies and planchets to create mirror-like finishes, coins that shine like jewelry. And then, there are the varieties. The hidden treasures. These are the coins that excite collectors the most. Some 2022 quarters show subtle errors, a faint doubling in the lettering, a weak strike that didn't quite imprint fully, or even coins minted slightly off-center. These quirks, imperfections to some, are exactly what make a coin rare. They tell a story about the moment of creation, about the complexity of minting billions of coins, and the very human reality that even in highly automated systems, little miracles, or mistakes, can occur. A collector might spend years hunting for one of these rarities, combing through hundreds, even thousands of coins to find that one unique piece. And when they do, the reward isn't just monetary. It's emotional. It's the thrill of discovery. It's the sense of finding something special in the everyday. Something overlooked by millions, but not by you, and that's the beauty of this hobby. Anyone can be part of it. You don't need a museum or a degree. You just need curiosity, patience, and a willingness to look a little closer. You might be a high school student sorting through lunch money, or a grandparent passing time with your grandkids. You could be a YouTuber, a history buff, or just someone who loves the idea that treasure still exists in the most ordinary places. As more people learn about the 2022 quarter, its cultural and collector value continues to grow. It's not just a flash-in-the-pan release, it's a benchmark. The coin that launched an era. As future American women quarters are released, featuring other legends like Maya Angelou, Wilma Mankiller, Nina Otero Warren, and Anna May Wong, the 2022 quarter will always be the one that started it all. The one that dared to shift the narrative. And what happens next? Well, that's up to you. Maybe this video inspires you to check the change in your pocket. Maybe you'll pick up a magnifying glass or start visiting your local bank for rolls of quarters to search. Maybe you'll fall down the rabbit hole of numismatics and discover a world full of history, art, economics, and adventure, all wrapped into a coin no larger than your thumbnail, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find a 2022 quarter that's more than just special. One of the rare ones. The kind collectors dream of. The kind that becomes a centerpiece of your story. So hold on to that coin. Protect it. Learn about it. Tell its story to others. Because in the end, that's what coins are really for. They're not just money. They're messengers. Tiny, silent messengers passing through time, carrying the faces and stories of those we chose to remember, and those we're finally beginning to recognize. This is your chance to be a part of that journey. Check your change. Open that drawer. Look in the cup holder of your car. Somewhere out there, a 2022 quarter is waiting to be found. And it might just be one of the most valuable quarter dollars of our time, not only in rarity, but in meaning, because some coins change more than hands. They change history. The year was 1776, a pivotal moment in history. As the American colonies were locked in a struggle for independence against the British Empire, one of the most iconic and daring acts of courage was about to unfold. General George Washington, leading a small but determined army, would cross the icy Delaware River in the dead of night. The image of Washington standing at the bow of his boat, braving the harsh winter conditions, has become one of the most enduring symbols of American resilience and bravery. This image was immortalized in a famous painting by Emanuel Leutze, capturing Washington's bold leadership during the Revolutionary War. Fast forward to 2021, and that same iconic image found a new home, on the U.S. quarter dollar. As part of the American Revolution Bicentennial Coin Series, the 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter pays tribute to this historic event, forever capturing the moment when Washington's army took one of the most daring and successful military gambles in history. This coin not only celebrates a defining moment of the American Revolution but also speaks to the broader narrative of American perseverance and the courage to fight for freedom. The 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter is part of a series that was designed to honor significant events from America's early history. This coin specifically highlights Washington's famous crossing of the Delaware River on the night of December 25, 1776, during the Christmas season, right before the pivotal Battle of Trenton. That night, Washington's forces crossed the icy river under harsh conditions, risking everything. The courage displayed by Washington and his troops marked a turning point in the Revolutionary War, providing the momentum needed to push forward in the fight for independence. What makes this coin so special isn't just the event it commemorates, but the way it's been captured in design. The coin features a detailed rendering of Washington crossing the Delaware, inspired by the famous painting. The design portrays Washington in his boat, with his fellow soldiers and the American flag prominently displayed. The river is shown frozen, adding a sense of urgency and danger to the scene. The design choices convey the perilous nature of the crossing, emphasizing the courage of the men who took part in this mission and the leadership of Washington. The reverse of the coin features an intricate scene that beautifully combines art and history. Washington's figure is depicted with dramatic clarity, wearing his distinctive uniform and standing proudly at the helm of the boat. The flag of the Continental Army flutters in the wind, symbolizing the hope and determination that defined the cause for independence. The surrounding scene of soldiers in the boat evokes a sense of solidarity and bravery, showcasing the unity and resolve of those fighting for the birth of a new nation. While the design of the quarter is a visual masterpiece, its historical importance makes it even more significant to coin collectors. This coin isn't just another piece of U.S. currency, it's a tangible link to one of the most important moments in American history. Every time you hold this coin, you are holding a piece of that legacy, an artifact that commemorates the audacity and determination that helped shape the United States into what it is today. The 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter was struck by the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint struck the regular circulation coins, which bear the P mint mark, while the Denver Mint produced coins with the D mint mark. But it's the proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, marked with the S mint mark, that are the most coveted by collectors. These proof coins are specially made with high-quality finishes, polished dies, multiple strikes, and superior quality control, all to create a flawless, mirror-like finish. These proof coins are not meant for general circulation and are often released in limited quantities, making them rarer and more valuable than regular coins. When examining these coins, collectors will notice the difference in quality between the standard circulation quarters and the proof versions. The proof coins are much sharper in detail, with a frosted finish that highlights the intricate details of the design. The result is a coin that is not just a tribute to history but also a work of art in its own right. The proof versions are often highly sought after by collectors who are looking for coins that are both beautiful and rare. These coins have become a cornerstone of numismatic collections, offering a glimpse into the artistry and craftsmanship that goes into each piece produced by the U.S. Mint. While the regular circulation versions of the 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter are valuable in their own right, it's the rare errors and minting flaws that collectors particularly seek out. For instance, a quarter with a double die or a misaligned strike might be worth far more than its face value. Minting errors, while initially seen as flaws, are often seen as highly desirable in the world of coin collecting. These anomalies can turn a standard quarter into a rare find, elevating its status and making it more valuable in the marketplace. The demand for these types of coins continues to grow, as collectors become more attuned to the historical and artistic value that they hold. The 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter is not just about owning a piece of history, it's about holding on to something that will only become rarer with time. As more and more of these coins enter circulation and some are lost to time, the value of those that remain in pristine condition or with unique features only increases. Coins that were once commonplace can become valuable treasures, with some even reaching thousands of dollars at auction. And speaking of auctions, one particular 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter has already made headlines. This rare specimen, in pristine condition and part of a limited release, fetched an astonishing $17,000 at a recent auction. This isn't just a rare coin, it's a symbol of the enduring value that history can hold, literally embedded in the currency that continues to circulate today. But while it's easy to get caught up in the potential financial value of these coins, it's important to remember what they represent. The 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter is not just a piece of currency, it's a reminder of a time when courage, determination, and unity were essential for the survival of a nation. It's a celebration of the audacity to fight for freedom, even when the odds seemed insurmountable. Holding this coin is holding a moment of history, a reflection of the sacrifices made by countless men and women who helped forge the United States. So, if you're a collector, whether you're just starting out or have been collecting for years, take a moment to look at your quarters. Search for those special coins, the ones that tell a story, the ones that celebrate the milestones and struggles of this nation. Maybe, just maybe, you'll find a 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter in your change or stumble upon one in a roll you've picked up from the bank. If you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, especially a proof version or one with a rare error, you could be holding on to one of the most valuable and significant coins of your lifetime. A coin that tells the story of a nation's fight for freedom, a coin that links the past with the present, and a coin that will only continue to rise in value as the years go by. In 1998, America was navigating through a decade marked by technological advancements, economic growth, and cultural shifts. But amidst the hustle and bustle of the late 90s, something much more significant was happening quietly in the U.S. Mint. The year 1998 brought with it one of the most memorable coin designs of the 20th century, a quarter that would become iconic not only for its symbolism but also for its role in the changing landscape of American coinage. The 1998 USA $quarter coin was part of a larger effort by the U.S. Mint to redesign the state quarters, a project that was launched to commemorate each of the 50 states in the Union. This series, known as the 50 State Quarters Program, was initiated in 1999, but the groundwork for it began a year earlier, in 1998. The program was a monumental shift in American numismatic history, as the U.S. Mint had never before released coins celebrating the individual states in such a public-facing manner. The 1998 quarter was notable not only for its historical significance but also for the role it played in the years leading up to the grand unveiling of the 50 State Quarters program. While the design for each state coin would eventually be chosen through a public competition, the 1998 quarter itself marks a pivotal moment as the final design for the state series was solidified. The 1998 quarter, officially released in circulation in 1999, features a striking design that reflects the collective spirit of the United States during that era. Before diving into the specifics of this quarter's design and minting process, it's important to understand what the 50 State Quarters program aimed to achieve. It wasn't just about issuing new coins into circulation, it was about connecting Americans to their own history, culture, and identity. The 1998 quarter was an integral part of this vision, signaling the beginning of a nationwide celebration of statehood, pride, and the unique histories of each individual state. The design of the 1998 USA $quarter coin is an embodiment of this spirit. At first glance, it might appear to be just another quarter, round, silver in color, and bearing the familiar image of George Washington. However, the design that appeared on the reverse side of the quarter in subsequent years, once the statehood series officially began, was groundbreaking in terms of the way it reconnected Americans to their states. Each quarter released would showcase a state's history, landmarks, or symbols, offering a unique glimpse into the rich tapestry of the United States. The minting process behind the 1998 quarter involved meticulous attention to detail. Like all U.S. coins, it was minted with high-quality materials designed to withstand the wear and tear of daily transactions. The quarters were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint, with the San Francisco Mint handling proof coins that were specially created for collectors. While the 1998 quarter itself did not bear a unique design as part of the State series that came later, it set the stage for what would become one of the most widely collected coin series in U.S. history. It was the last year before the introduction of the 50 state quarters program, making it a significant coin in terms of both its historical context and the shift it represented in U.S. coinage. Collectors and enthusiasts alike were eager to see how the designs would unfold over the following years, and the anticipation only grew as the program progressed. As is often the case in the world of coin collecting, the 1998 quarter has garnered attention not only for its place in history but also for its potential value. In general, quarters are considered common, everyday coins, and most circulate without much fanfare. However, certain factors can elevate the value of any coin, including the 1998 quarter. Minting errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, are among the most common reasons why a particular coin might be worth significantly more than its face value. And the 1998 quarter is no exception. Collectors constantly search for rarities and flaws, and some specific errors in 1998 quarter coins have been known to sell for much higher amounts than expected. The most valuable 1998 quarters are often those with unusual characteristics, such as double die obverse, where the design appears doubled, or other rare minting imperfections that occurred during the production process. These errors can create coins that are visually unique, which, in turn, makes them highly desirable to collectors. Coins with unusual characteristics can be worth many times their original value, and in some cases, even a seemingly minor error can send a quarter's value skyrocketing. To give you an idea of how valuable these coins can become, let's take a look at some notable examples from the 1998 quarter series. There are reports of certain 1998 quarters with major minting errors selling for upwards of $84,000 at auction. These remarkable sale prices are often seen with error coins, those that are not quite perfect due to a mishap during the minting process. Errors such as a double die or missing design details can transform a humble quarter into a rare, sought-after treasure. In some cases, these coins are so rare that the demand far exceeds the supply, leading to fierce bidding at auctions and astronomical prices. This brings us to the ultimate question for any coin collector: how can you find such a rare and valuable 1998 quarter? While there's no magic formula for spotting rare coins, it's important to stay vigilant and be aware of what you're looking for. If you happen to come across a 1998 quarter that appears to have any noticeable minting errors or unusual features, it could be worth getting it evaluated by a professional. Experts in numismatics can help identify potential rarities that might otherwise go unnoticed by the untrained eye. It's also worth noting that coin collecting is a passion that takes time, research, and patience. As the 1998 quarter continues to grow in significance within the world of numismatics, it's not just about finding the rare error coins that can bring in thousands of dollars. It's about celebrating the history, craftsmanship, and cultural impact that each coin carries with it. The 1998 quarter, though part of a larger series, stands as a reminder of how even the most seemingly ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. To sum it all up, the 1998 USA $quarter coin isn't just another coin in your pocket. It's a piece of history, a bridge between two eras in American coinage. While its circulation design may not have been as attention-grabbing as some of the other commemorative quarters, it laid the foundation for the groundbreaking 50-state quarters program. It's a coin that connects us to the spirit of the American people and reminds us that even in the most everyday objects, there are treasures waiting to be uncovered. So, keep your eyes peeled and your quarters sorted, Who knows, that simple coin from 1998 could turn out to be far more valuable than you ever imagined. Up next, the most valuable and rare quarter dollar, the 1990 USA quarter dollar coin. At first glance, you might think it's just another routine coin, one of the many 25-cent pieces that circulated freely throughout the United States. But behind that simple copper-nickel surface lies a story of historical significance, rare errors, and unexpected collector demand that has elevated this quarter to a place of prominence in the world of numismatics. The 1990 quarter represents a unique period in American coinage. It was produced at a time of profound cultural and political change, as the U.S. was entering a new decade filled with new challenges and opportunities. The Cold War was winding down, the Berlin Wall was on the verge of falling, and the nation was transitioning into the 1990s, an era of new technologies, shifting cultural landscapes, and evolving global relations. In many ways, the 1990 quarter is a coin that bridges the old and the new. To truly appreciate the 1990 quarter, let's dive deeper into the design elements and historical context behind it. At the heart of the coin's design is George Washington, whose portrait has graced the U.S. quarter since 1932. This famous design was created by John Flanagan and was chosen to honor Washington's role as the first president of the United States, a central figure in the creation of the nation. The image of Washington on the 1990 quarter is familiar to many. His stoic profile is a symbol of leadership, sacrifice, and vision. Over the years, this image has become iconic, firmly rooted in American identity. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find the eagle, a powerful symbol of strength and freedom. The eagle has long been associated with the United States, representing the nation's lofty ideals and its commitment to justice and liberty. The eagle depicted on the 1990 quarter has its wings spread wide, symbolizing the expansive reach of the U.S. and the soaring aspirations of the nation. This reverse design has been a hallmark of American coins for many years, creating a sense of continuity and stability in U.S. currency. While the 1990 quarter retains these familiar symbols, it also represents a period of transition. This coin was produced just a few years before the 50-state quarters program would be introduced in 1999. The 50-state quarters program marked a revolutionary shift in U.S. coin design, with each state receiving its own unique design featured on the quarter. The 1990 quarter represents the last of the traditional designs, making it a key transitional piece in the history of U.S. coinage. Now, let's talk about the minting process behind the 1990 quarter. The U.S. Mint struck these quarters at 3 different facilities: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Each location produced millions of coins, with the mint marks D, P, and S indicating where the coins were produced. The Philadelphia Mint struck coins without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint marked its coins with the D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors with an S mint mark. The composition of the 1990 quarter was made from the same copper-nickel clad material that had been in use since the 1960s. This composition made the coin durable and resistant to wear and tear, which was essential for coins that would circulate regularly. The coin was designed to last, enduring years of handling by the public. As with all coins, the 1990 quarter was minted in large numbers to meet the demand of daily transactions, and no one anticipated that it would become a rare and valuable item decades later, but it's the rarity and mint errors that have truly made the 1990 quarter a collector's dream. It's often the case in numismatics that coins which were mass-produced end up being the ones with the most significant collector appeal. For the 1990 quarter, it's not the design that makes it rare, it's the possibility of finding a coin with a minting flaw or in extraordinary condition. Minting errors are among the most coveted finds for coin collectors. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that differs from the standard issue. In the case of the 1990 quarter, there have been numerous examples of coins with double die errors, where the design appears twice, often causing a blurry or doubled image. These coins are valuable because they are unique and can't be replicated. The double die error is one of the most famous and sought-after mint errors, and a 1990 quarter with such a flaw can demand a substantial price. Another fascinating minting error found in some 1990 quarters is the off-center strike, where the coin is struck at an angle, causing the design to be misaligned. This can result in part of the coin's design being cut off or shifted, making it an unusual and intriguing find. Off-center coins are rare and highly sought after because they are often seen as one-of-a-kind pieces. If you happen to find a 1990 quarter with an off-center strike, you may be holding a highly valuable coin in your hands that in addition to minting errors, the 1990 quarter has attracted attention from collectors due to its overall condition. As with any coin, a coin that is well preserved and free of significant wear can command a higher price. Coins that have been preserved in mint state, meaning they show no signs of circulation or handling, are often considered the most desirable among collectors. The 1990 quarter is particularly valuable when it is in pristine condition, as these specimens are much rarer than those that have been passed through countless hands. The 1990 quarter is also a key piece for many collectors because of its historical context. The coin was minted during a time when the U.S. was on the brink of a new chapter in its coinage history. The 50-state quarters program, which would begin in 1999, was a major shift in U.S. coin design, and the 1990 quarter serves as a reminder of the end of an era. For collectors, it represents a pivotal moment in the development of U.S. currency. Now, you may be wondering, how much is a 1990 quarter actually worth? While most of the 1990 quarters that you encounter will be worth just 25 cents, there are certain rare and exceptional specimens that can fetch impressive amounts at auction. Coins with minting errors, such as double die errors or off-center strikes, have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. For example, a particularly rare 1990 quarter with a significant mint error recently sold at auction for a remarkable sum, up to $104,000. This price highlights the potential for incredible value hidden within what appears to be an ordinary coin. So, the next time you find a 1990 quarter in your change, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Whether it's in uncirculated condition or features a rare minting error, you might just be holding a coin that's worth far more than you think. For collectors, the 1990 quarter is a perfect example of how a coin's value can increase exponentially due to its condition, rarity, and historical significance. Keep your eyes peeled, your next great coin discovery could be waiting in your pocket.